In a world often overshadowed by division and negativity, an unexpected encounter between President Donald Trump and a homeless girl serves as a poignant reminder of the power of compassion. This story unfolds on a seemingly ordinary day when Trump, while driving through a bustling city, spots a young girl sitting alone on the sidewalk, her eyes filled with a mix of hope and despair. Without hesitation, he pulls over, stepping out of his vehicle to engage with her. This moment, captured on camera, quickly transcends the political realm, resonating with viewers on a deeply emotional level. The significance of this encounter lies not just in the act itself, but in the themes it embodies. Compassion and transformation are woven throughout the narrative, illustrating how a simple gesture can ripple through lives in profound ways. As Trump kneels down to speak with the girl, we witness a moment of genuine connection that transcends social barriers. It's a reminder that, regardless of our backgrounds or beliefs, we all share a common humanity. This interaction sparks a transformation not only in the girl's demeanor, but also in the hearts of those who witness it, encouraging a collective reflection on the importance of kindness. In today's fast-paced world, where acts of kindness can often feel rare, this story serves as a powerful call to action. It emphasizes that small gestures can create significant change, inspiring viewers to incorporate compassion into their daily lives. Whether it's offering a smile to a stranger or lending a helping hand to someone in need, every act of kindness contributes to a more empathetic society. As we reflect on this encounter, let it remind us that kindness is not just an option. It's a necessity for fostering connection and understanding in our communities. On a bustling afternoon in a vibrant city, the streets were alive with the sounds of honking cars and chattering pedestrians. Amidst the chaos, a young girl sat on the curb, her small frame hunched over, clutching a tattered backpack. The sun cast a warm glow, but it did little to alleviate the chill of her circumstances. She was surrounded by discarded items, remnants of a life that once held promise, now overshadowed by hardship. This was the setting for an unexpected meeting that would capture the attention of many. As President Donald Trump drove through the city, his attention was drawn to the girl. Her disheveled appearance and vacant stare struck a chord within him. It was a moment that seemed to slow down as he took in the scene before him. The girl, perhaps no older than 10, looked lost and vulnerable, her eyes reflecting a mixture of hope and resignation. It was a sight that evoked empathy, prompting viewers to consider the harsh realities faced by many in society. In that instant, Trump's initial reaction was one of surprise and concern. He felt a tug at his heartstrings, a sense of responsibility that compelled him to act. The decision-making process unfolded quickly. He weighed the implications of stopping in the midst of a busy street against the potential impact of his actions. After a brief moment of contemplation, he made the choice to pull over. This decision was not just about a political figure taking a moment to connect with a citizen. It was about recognizing a fellow human being in need. As he stepped out of the vehicle, the atmosphere shifted. The noise of the city faded into the background, and all that mattered was the connection about to be forged. This encounter would not only change the girl's day, but also serve as a powerful reminder of the importance of compassion in our everyday lives. As the crowd looked on, Trump's towering presence softened, and what followed was nothing short of extraordinary. Kneeling beside Emily, he spoke with a kindness that transcended the noise and chaos of the city. "You've endured so much, but this moment is the beginning of something better," he said, his tone resolute yet warm. Trump turned to his security team and gave clear, unwavering instructions. "Make sure she's taken care of," he said. "Find her a safe place tonight. Connect her with people who can help her rebuild her life." Within moments, his team was on their phones, arranging for food, shelter, and a warm bed for Emily. But Trump didn't stop there. Reaching into his pocket, he handed her a small card with a handwritten note. "This is my direct contact. If you ever feel stuck, lost, or in need, call this number. You're not alone anymore." Emily clutched the card like a lifeline, her hands trembling. Tears welled up in her eyes, not just from the kindness she was receiving, but from the realization that someone powerful and influential saw her as more than a statistic or a fleeting problem. "What's your dream, Emily?" Trump asked, his gaze unwavering. I want to be a teacher," she whispered, barely audible. Trump smiled. his expression one of genuine encouragement. "Then that's exactly what you'll be. I'll make sure of it." He made a promise, not just to provide for her immediate needs, but to support her long-term dreams. He assured her that she would have access to education, mentorship, and the tools to create a future she could be proud of. But it wasn't just the material help that left an indelible mark. It was his words. "Remember this, Emily," Trump said, his voice carrying both authority and empathy. "Your circumstances don't define you. Your courage does, and you have more of it than most people I know." The crowd, initially skeptical, was now moved by the sheer humanity of the moment. Some captured the scene on their phones, while others stood in reflective silence. It was more than an act of charity. It was a demonstration of how one small act of compassion could reignite hope in a life that had almost given up. As Emily was escorted to a nearby car to take her to a shelter, Trump stood for a moment, watching her go. "Take care of her like she's one of ours," he instructed his staff. To the onlookers, it was a moment they would never forget. And for Emily, it was the day her life took a turn for the better. Not just because of the resources she received, but because someone believed in her when she couldn't believe in herself. This act of kindness became a reminder to the world. No matter how high you've climbed, the measure of greatness lies in how you lift others. The encounter between Donald Trump and the homeless girl didn't just change her life, it sparked a profound and far-reaching ripple effect that touched countless individuals in ways that were both unexpected and deeply moving. What began as a single act of compassion quickly evolved into a collective movement, a reminder that one thoughtful gesture can have the power to inspire an entire community to come together. As the story of Trump's interaction with the homeless girl spread through news outlets and social media, it resonated with people from all walks of life. The image of a powerful man, often associated with wealth and influence, showing deep empathy and concern for a vulnerable young girl, sparked something within the hearts of those who heard it. People began to reflect on their own capacity for kindness and what they too could offer to make a difference. Many individuals took to social media to share their own stories of acts of kindness, recounting moments when they helped others or were helped in their time of need. These personal stories became a powerful testament to the idea that we are all connected by our shared humanity. One post led to another, creating a wave of positive energy that rippled across the internet. People found themselves encouraged to step outside of their everyday routines, compelled to make a positive change in their own communities. Inspired by the story, local residents decided to turn their thoughts into action. Just days after the encounter, a community food drive was organized to support the homeless population in the area. People from all walks of life came together, young and old from every background, to donate food, clothing, toiletries, and other essential supplies. Local businesses, once hesitant to get involved, also joined in, contributing what they could to help. The streets that had once felt cold and indifferent were now filled with the warmth of community spirit. The ripple effect was more than just about gathering supplies. It was about building a network of caring, giving people who understood the value of compassion. Volunteers from all corners of the city came together, distributing food and clothing to the homeless, offering more than just material support. They offered dignity, respect, and the simple yet powerful gift of human connection. In the weeks following Trump's encounter, people began to carry small bags of food or extra water bottles in their cars, ready to share them with anyone in need. Others started volunteering at local shelters, offering their time and energy to help those who were struggling. What began as a single act of kindness had become a shared commitment to changing the culture of the community. People began seeing their neighbors, their fellow human beings, as deserving of care, respect, and kindness. And they took action to make that vision a reality. The ripple effect continued to grow, creating a wave of change that transcended the boundaries of this one community. Stories of similar acts of kindness spread to nearby cities and towns, as individuals across the country began to feel the emotional pull of this powerful narrative. The story of the homeless girl and the compassionate businessman had ignited something in people, a shared sense of responsibility to lift each other up. This ripple effect served as a living testament to the extraordinary power of kindness. One act had transformed not only one girl's life, but an entire community's approach to how they treated one another. It demonstrated that kindness is contagious. It has a ripple effect that can spread across generations and geographic boundaries, creating a culture of empathy, compassion, and support. In the end, the story was more than just a reminder of how we can help others. It was a call to action, urging each of us to recognize that the power to make a difference lies within us all. Even the smallest acts of kindness can spark monumental change. Every step, no matter how small, has the potential to create a wave of positivity that can transform the world around us. And it all starts with a single act, a simple human gesture of love and care. The story of Donald Trump's encounter with the homeless girl is more than an extraordinary act of kindness. It's a universal reminder that compassion holds the power to bridge even the widest divides. In a world often consumed by hustle, conflict, and division, this moment invites us to pause and reflect on the profound impact of genuine empathy. Trump, a figure synonymous with power and prestige, saw in the young girl not her poverty, but her humanity. This encounter reminds us that beneath the surface differences, wealth, status, or life circumstances, we all share the same inherent dignity. That recognition, when acted upon, can become a beacon of hope for those who feel unseen and unheard. This story underscores that kindness doesn't need to be grand to be transformative. While Trump's actions involved resources and influence, the heart of his gesture lay in something simpler: taking the time to notice, to listen, and to act with intention. In the small, seemingly insignificant moments of our daily lives, we too hold the power to create ripples of change. Whether it's offering a kind word to a stranger, volunteering time for a cause, or simply being present for someone in distress, these acts of compassion can ignite hope in ways we might never anticipate. One of the most inspiring aspects of this narrative is the ripple effect it creates. Trump's gesture didn't just uplift the girl, it inspired those who witnessed the moment to re-examine their own actions and attitudes. The story spread, touching hearts around the world and sparking a collective reflection. What can I do to make someone else's life better? This chain reaction of kindness shows how even a single moment can influence countless others, reinforcing the idea that kindness is contagious. The lesson also dismantles the misconception that only people of great influence or wealth can make a difference. True change doesn't depend on resources, it depends on resolve. You don't need a Rolls-Royce Phantom or a security team to impact someone's life. You need a willingness to see people for who they are and to meet them where they are. It's a call to action for everyone, regardless of their circumstances, to step into their capacity for compassion. This story also speaks to the resilience and courage of the human spirit. The homeless girl, despite her hardships, carried dreams and potential that only needed a spark to reignite. Trump's intervention wasn't just about food, shelter, or money. It was about restoring her belief in herself and in the kindness of others. It reminds us that kindness is not just an act, it's a catalyst for transformation. Finally, this story challenges us to think about the legacy we want to leave behind. How will our actions resonate in the lives of others? By choosing to lead with empathy and care, we create a world where everyone feels valued. Compassion, after all, doesn't just enrich the lives of those who receive it, it transforms the hearts of those who give it. Let this story serve as a call to action. Each of us has the power to make a difference. And every act of kindness, no matter how small, carries within it the potential to create lasting, unforgettable change. As we wrap up this inspiring story, it's clear that the encounter between Donald Trump and the homeless girl transcends politics and speaks to the core of our shared humanity. This moment of compassion not only touched the lives of those directly involved, but also sparked a broader conversation about kindness and empathy in our communities. The lasting impact of this encounter serves as a reminder that even the smallest gestures can create significant change, encouraging us all to reflect on how we can contribute positively to the world around us. We hope this story has resonated with you and inspired you to embrace acts of kindness in your own life. If you found this narrative uplifting, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with your friends and family. By doing so, you help spread positivity and remind others of the importance of compassion in our daily lives. Together, we can create a ripple effect that encourages more people to engage in acts of kindness. Additionally, we invite you to explore more content on our channel that aligns with themes of kindness and transformation. From heartwarming stories of community support to practical tips on how to make a difference, there's plenty to discover. Each video aims to inspire and empower viewers to take action, fostering a culture of empathy and understanding. Thank you for joining us today as we reflected on this powerful encounter. Let's continue to share stories that uplift and inspire, reminding ourselves that we all have the ability to make a difference, no matter how small our actions may seem. Together, we can build a more compassionate world, one act of kindness at a time.